What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Texas Next Up Action. I am Mike McElroy. I'm joined by a few special guests with me here tonight. So let me check their volumes real quick. Christopher Pinder and Jeffrey Rudick. Say what's up.
Hey, good evening, Mr. McElroy.
Hey, McElroy. This is the RFP speaking.
You guys don't have to be so professional. Just be like, hey, how's it going? Oh, man, we are in here for 100 laps around Texas, man, in the Gen 4 car, which is a super interesting car. High horsepowered ARCA, as some like to call it. This should be a pretty decent race. What are you guys looking forward to at Texas? You guys fans of Texas?
I'm personally a huge fan of Texas. You know what I'm looking forward to?
What's that?
How sweet these cars sound when they're right coming off turn, like coming down the backstretch into 3, just strung right out, engine screaming. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was getting some of that pre-race footage, and I noticed that it looks a little tight in 3 and 4. So we'll see how that setup plays out. Rudick, you a fan of the Gen 4?
Gen 4, you know, the sound is phenomenal.
That's it.
I can't wait to hear all cars go by.
That's all you guys got. It's just a cool sound. It's a cool sound.
And you know, it is what it is.
We got about 30 seconds left in qualifying. They're wrapping all that stuff up. Like I said, I'm Mike McElroy. Gonna be your host tonight, along with my 2 co-hosts, Pinder and Rudick. Man, I want to check out the leaderboards, but I don't want to spoil it yet. I want to wait a second. So I'll tell you what I'm gonna do.
Wait till the very end.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw up the standings real quick, and we're gonna see. We're going to see how everybody's looking right now. Currently, all these guys are trying to get into the next gen series, and you can check out the playoff bubble, or sorry, the promotion bubble right here. The top 8 get promoted, and then we have 2 more that get promoted off of conduct. Right now, Casey Herring holding the top of the leaderboard, man. 231, Nippers, Sarton, Valley, Jua, and right on the cusp, Pin, Zaldivar, and Leaf are looking to earn themselves into the next gen series by getting out of that red line right there. I know you guys can't see that because it's on the actual stream, but it's close. It's a close battle.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. That Garrett, he is right on the edge. That is scary.
Yeah, 2 points. 2 points away from it. Let's go ahead and check it out. I think they are all wrapped up now. We're starting to grid up. All those guys are good to go. Let's check out where everybody placed. Next gen drivers in here, but they are not allowed to qualify. So you should see a bunch of next up drivers up here at the top of the leaderboard. Matt Frady, Drew Drouin, Jonathan Evans, Matthew Hill, Joe Swanson, and Jonathan Mazzella taking up your top 6. Pinder, you want to go with the next ones?
We got Casey Herring, Kevin Ritchie, Chad Adams, Dylan Dreiling, Jake Nippers, and Noah Swafford
and
rounding out the top 12.
Yeah, and you guys just saw Nippers. I think he was sitting P2. So he's going to have some work to do to get out of P11 right there. Rudick, take it away with the 13th.
Yeah, so 13th is what, Wyatt? Then you got Clay. Nope, not Clay. Jonathan. My bad. Rookie mistake. Always happens. First day, you know, a little camera shy.
First day on the job.
You got Clay.
Yeah.
I can't see the names, man. My eyes aren't good.
All right, Lyndon Anderson, Brian Hicks, and Zachary Beekman. Round out the top 18. And then here we go, rounding it out. Devin Wentworth, Gregory Everett, Perrin Huggins, Randy Arms. This is where we're getting into the next gen drivers here. Nick Sipple, Joshua Parent, Travis DeLeon, and Doug Azell. 26 Gen 4 drivers about to take the field. You can see them all lining up out there on pit road, getting ready to launch behind the pace car. Should be a good race, man. 100 laps, 4 tire sets. I think the fuel run, as we were looking at it, was about 22 laps.
Ooh.
So
I figured out I didn't need my screen bigger. I figured it out.
You got
I
it?
can see now.
You can see now? All right. Perfect. These guys should all get lined up behind the pace car here. They're starting to move.
Pulling out a pit run now.
Let's go up to P1.
Who you got picking to win, Mike?
I'll tell you what. Let's bring up the timing tower real quick. Let me look at the names. All right, we do have Matt Frady up top. Drew Drouin, Evans, Heel. I'll tell you what, Heel hasn't been here for many races. He joined late in the season, but I'm going with Matthew Heel for my pick to win tonight.
I like Matthew Heel. I picked him last week, so I don't want to do the same thing back to back. I'm gonna call Joe Swanson. I feel like Joe Swanson might be a weapon in these Gen 4s.
A weapon or a winner? Which one?
A good weapon, like a weapon in a positive tone.
Yeah, like a bank robbery weapon.
Yeah.
It's still doing a crime, but it's gonna get a lot of money for it.
Kids getting paid for this?
What about you, Rudik? As we come around to 3 and 4.
Jonathan Evans. Same pick as last week. I'll take him.
Jonathan Evans. Got it. We are not going green.
We got one in the wall. We got one in the wall.
Where is
Clay
that?
Sarton.
We had some issues here. Let's rewind that real quick and see exactly what happened. Oh my gosh. Something has happened here. Let's get a better camera angle of this. It looks like maybe a check. Oh, a checkup. And just a pile up in the backstretch. People are damaged. The good thing is, I think this might be a lot of next gen. There's a few. Oh my gosh, that's Perrin Huggins on top of another car.
Boy. Oh, checks out.
Randy Arms got damage.
That should level the playing field, though. If Perrin and Randy are missing parts of their car, that should put them on the same playing field as everybody else.
Yeah, I feel like they should start with damage, right?
Right? It just makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. All right, so we're going to go around the track one more time as everybody gets lined back up and hopefully keeps their stuff together for this. They're coming out of 2 now. Never had this long of a pace lap. Let's get this intro music turned down. We'll start watching. If you guys are here in the chat, man, give us a follow if you're new here. If you're not new here, tell us who you are and where you're watching from. If you're driving a car right now, do not talk to us because you guys are having trouble pacing right now. Let's just go ahead and keep those hands on the wheel.
Stay focused on what's in front of you.
Stop typing in the chat, Swanson. All right, Matt Frady's getting ready to take us to the green. Up front, probably a good spot to be. I don't know how these things are going to handle in traffic, but we will find out here momentarily.
They don't handle good alone, so...
That's very true.
We will see.
Pace car makes a hard left-hand turn onto pit road. So we come up to the Geico restart zone.
Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
Green flag is out. The 26th, Jonathan Evans, almost gets under the bumper of Matt Frady there. They make it through. Brandon French is our race control tonight. Looks like he might have his hands full. Drew Duval, though, gets almost a commanding lead to start here. That's the deadly turn right there, and it looks like everybody makes it out of turn 2 alive.
This time around.
Surprisingly enough, Perrin Huggins still has speed. Coming through.
That's Brian Hicks in the 8 car, popular streamer. Glad to have him on board here for the Next Up series.
He is, man. He just signed up. Where'd he go? There he is, all the way in the back. But he just signed up literally 15 minutes before practice started.
That's awesome.
Drew Jawal still out front here. Coming around in the Great Clips, Gem Fork. Ooh, jeez. Getting close to that wall. Jonathan Evans, Joe Swanson. I don't know if these guys are already on a tire saving strategy. Matt Frady almost gets his nose clipped off by Swanson. Let's check on the current points leader, Casey Herring.
He's doing what he needs to do right now, keeping that nose clean and just turning the laps.
I'm telling you, man, at some point, once you get a comfortable enough lead in the points, which I don't even think he's in a comfortable spot. I think he's just in a good enough spot to where if he can just finish races, he's gonna hold on to those points pretty well. Maybe lead a few laps when people start pitting.
Yeah, the one concern is Jua, though, right? Because that guy is fast.
He is currently on the road to pro. I heard him talking about it during the pre-race chatter between drivers. But yeah, Go ahead, Drew.
Perrin just won the Bristol Cup race for the iRacing today, right before this one. I mean, not the cup, the trucks.
Oh, did he?
That was live on iRacing.
Very good, very good. Let's go check on him. Where is Perrin?
Oh, he had all that damage on his nose, eh?
Oh, I just clicked on his name. I think he is checked out.
Got a battle for second right now. Let's pull that up.
Yes.
Let's go check it out.
Well, Swanson made the move, but it looked like Evans was able to hold him off.
Evans.
Evans,
He's got that milk.
he's got. Swanson is your pick to win here, Pinder. What kind of words of motivation you want to give him?
I mean, just go faster.
Just make the damn pass.
Just do better, man.
Let's check out all our picks. My pick, Matthew Hill, is actually right behind them. He's currently in the 52. What is that car? Acres?
I don't know. You have to show me a view where I can see it.
We're gonna have to get a better view here. Galactic Acres car.
Pretty cool looking car.
Just hugging those turns, man. He's doing what he needs to do. I like it.
Yeah, I think he might be on a bit of a tire saving strategy. He sees those two battling in front of him and letting them burn their stuff up.
Yeah, so either way, right? Let's say they save enough tires and fuel. Let's say they pit every 22 laps. So we're looking at what? 22, 44, 66, and 88. I think 88 might be too late to pit. Right? Because at that point, you only have 12 laps left.
Yeah, unless you're someone like Drew or Matthew Heel or Randy, where like you know how to abuse the tires and you just burn them off for those last 12. That could be fun.
That could be a lot of fun.
Always like doing that.
Here goes Joe Swanson for the pass. He dives underneath.
It's hard to get that run off when he's got the high lane on you. Pull up and side draft him a little, Joe.
This is your crew chief speaking, Joe. Make the damn pass.
He's got it. He's got it.
There you go. Oh, he could have got him with the slide job. Hits a little bit of grass.
No. That slowed him up, but did it again. He's got that thing in 4-wheel drive right now.
I think he's going to get
Hope
it.
you remember to lock the hubs.
Oh, here he comes. Here comes Evans.
Evan's gonna have a big run now.
So they were side by side last lap. Joe, I think, has it now.
Now watch how he's gonna slide up. Evans got that turn nice, and you know who's loving this? Matthew Heel.
Oh, 100%.
He's laughing at those boys. You burn that stuff up.
I say right now, if you're Matthew Heel, currently in this 52 acres car, you kind of just hold forth. You wait for the pits to start opening up. And that's where you're going to make up your time. You're going to start passing people. You choose the short pit strategy. I think you got it.
Go ahead. Sorry, Mike.
No, I was thinking you choose the short pitch strategy, man. I would say 20, 40, 60, 80.
Yeah, and then you're even. Unless you're out front. If you could stretch it 1 or 2 laps longer when you're out front, then you get those fresh tires.
Those fresh
and you keep lead. Yeah. So I'm curious. I've never drove one of these here at Texas. I'm wondering how they feel in the dirty air.
That I don't know. So I did go out on track and run a few laps just to kind of get a feel for it, so I could talk a little bit about how it drives. It is tight at this track, but I don't know if it's worse or not in dirty air. Because, you know, we all race in the Next Gen Series, and we know that car is terrible when it gets in traffic.
Yeah, I'm not sure about these things, so...
Yeah, I'm not sure how much these rely on the clean air with that front nose.
You know what we could do, eh?
What's that?
Could bring our in-race reporter, Randy Arms, down here and ask him.
We could, 100%. Let's go check him out real quick. Where is Randy? Randy has
moved,
11th. He's moved up to 11th. Let's go talk to him real quick. Where is Randy? Nobody's in voice chat.
Randy.
Jeez.
Yeah, Randy is in the innovation station.
Somebody drag him down here. Let's talk to him. Let's find out what he's doing.
I cannot do that. French?
French could probably do it, right?
I don't got access.
Sounds like French is mentally checked out.
No, I'll get it. Oh, never mind.
Randy!
This. What is this, the SRX series?
You got Chris, Mike, Jeff, and French in the booth. How you doing?
Oh, not too bad. Slowly gaining on these guys. So.
Yeah, you're gaining ground, making good moves. We got some questions for you.
Okay.
How does this thing feel in dirty air? Is it noticeable like the Next Gen, or can you kind of stay right in someone's wake?
Can't even tell when I'm behind someone.
Really? That sounds dreamy.
How a real race car should be, but you know.
Yeah,
the
well,
Branch family running NASCAR, so that ain't ever gonna happen again.
yeah, a lot of people are a big fan of horse and buggies, but the world did move on. I understand how you feel. Who are you working on here now? Adams and Mazzella, you got to get by. Interesting. We'll see how this goes.
You gonna turn this into another Pocono?
Well, I haven't got to the front quite as fast, but I did have to avoid cars upside down on the pace lap. So
Yeah, unfortunately, that was already a race ender for people like Perrin Huggins. Nice pass though, mid-interview. That was a good.
thank you.
Not
More
phased
guy
at
cat.
all. Not phased at all by the interview. All right, Randy, we're gonna go catch up with the other cars, man.
Okay,
Have a good race.
thanks.
Randy Arms. Doing some work, man. Some solid work. Drew Joie, though. Now lapping cars. That's Noah Swafford in front of him.
Yeah.
Already lapping
Noah.
cars.
I thought he was going to throw a little block on him there.
The old block.
It looks like Noah Swafford may have been wrapped up in that early race shenanigans.
Yeah, I'm going to say all the bent sheet metal and damage would lead to say, yeah, that happened.
Yeah, I don't think that's part of his design package.
Is that a Marcos Ambrose design?
It looks pretty bad.
I can't wait till Crank It Up comes on.
100%.
Hear
We'll
these
get to
things
one.
roar.
Try GVE 76, man. Appreciate the follow. Ashish, welcome to the chat. Cardinal says frickin' rookies. I think that was a reference to pace. The pace slap shenanigans.
Little wreck we had there.
I will tell you.
Good Evans making a move here on Swafford.
Wow, nice pass. Let's check in on our picks to win, man. Right now, Matthew Heel, like I said, he's still holding down P4. I think that's a good spot for him. He's about to lose a spot, though, to Casey Herring. That's Casey Herring taking his inside. They're going to go 3. Oh.
Ooh, they thought better of it.
Matthew Heel drops back to 5th place. Might be a tire strategy. We're going to be coming up there on pit stops here momentarily. Joe Swanson has dropped back
Car
to
stopped
P.
in turn 4 against the wall.
Turn 4.
Oh, he got her moving.
Yeah, we got a few
Couple
people
of them. What happened
down
here?
and out.
If only our race control was active.
Oh, it's active. Big track.
It looked like it might have cleared itself. Let's see if we can find out what exactly happened here. I don't think that's it. Maybe right here, Travis coming down. Oh, Travis just gets turned by the 55.
Just hooks him.
Hook, line, and sinker right there.
Jeez, he waits for the traffic to get out of the way, pulls it down safely, and pulls it into the pits. Right as the leaders start coming up on the outside. Matt Frady, now your new leader. Drew Joie in the pits, along with so many others. Matt Frady went ahead and got that bonus point. Casey Herring also coming down in the pits. Pretty much the entire top of the field. Joe Swanson, Dylan Dreiling. I think everybody took this to the limit, maybe one lap shy. Randy Arms also in pit road. Matt Frady probably going to bring it down this time. Currently, no cars on track unless they are a lap down. This is all lap traffic here. Brian Hicks holding down a solid P17, went down a lap early. Doug Azell bringing it into pit road now. Let's check on Travis. That car is looking rough. That was a hard hit to the outside wall, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna say he's gonna have some concussion damage after this. Probably some broken ribs.
100%.
Hopefully that's all.
Matt Frady still sitting on pit road. Jonathan Evans left pit road first, so he is officially in front of Drew Joie. Let's see who can handle the tires better. Both, so I have iRatings and everything in this broadcast software I use, and I will tell you, Drew Joie and Jonathan Evans, really similar iRating range.
So we could have ourselves a real race here.
Yeah, this might be the battle for first and second. Casey Herring also,
Oh, did you see that in the rear view?
No, what happened?
There's a big one. I'd almost say put it out.
Ooh, I see Jonathan Mazzella get involved in it. We got a few cars coming around the track now. Everybody kind of checked
Joe
up.
Swanson looked like he was in it.
Joe Swanson may be involved. Let's head over to the let's head over to the replay real quick and see what's actually going on here. All right, all the cars slowly making their way around the track here. Let's check out exactly what happened. Joe Swanson. Oh, he just loses it coming out of pit road. I don't know if that's the actual wreck we're looking for, though.
No, there's a car flipping.
Here's Jake Nipperis coming out of pit road.
No, it was on the front stretch where it happened, Mike.
Yeah, I'm going through all the events right now. I got a Kevin Ritchie here. Kevin Ritchie 4X in the event log here. Oh, we're getting a little loose coming out of the turn. But that is fairly clean, unless it's later on. Oh, there we go. All right, who is this? That's the number 9 car of Noah Swafford, I believe. I think he just gets loose. Let's take his back a little bit more. Yeah, we'll go right about here. Let's get the far chase in there.
Swafford staying on the high line, trying to stay everybody's way. Doing the right thing. Gets loose. Straightens it up.
Oh yeah. And I can almost guarantee you what happened here. So that's the number, what is that, 77 of Kevin Ritchie?
Yeah.
I can guarantee you he's seeing him wobble, and he does not know. He's basically making a guess.
Yeah.
I think he doesn't know.
Hello, you're not sure what to do.
Oh, yeah, look at that crank to the right, too.
Yeah, you can see, like, he thinks he's high, then he goes low, and then...
Unfortunate for Kevin.
Tough break for Kevin.
And then right behind them, I believe, was Swanson. He seems to make it through everything okay, yeah. Who was behind Kevin in all this? Who was that? That was the number 93.
93.
And the 93 is going to be... Oh, that's Jonathan Mazzella.
Look at the height on that car.
Yeah, 100% Noah Swafford wins the most air of the night.
Yeah. Well, the most air so far.
So far. I like that attitude, man. That's let's not hedge all our bets just yet. I want to check this out, though. Oh, man. At that point, I think he's thinking the same thing Kevin Ritchie's thinking. And he's just got a reaction at that point.
Hate to see it.
In the pits, getting some work done. Mazzella got a few other cars probably going to get some work done. He should be able to get that thing banged out. I don't see why not. You can get back out there on track. Got plenty of tires to do it.
And 200-mile-an-hour tape and some sledgehammers will get that thing fast again.
100%.
Lights are still on the pace car, so looks like we still got one more lap to go.
TryGV says typical Noah.
Who's leading right now? My pick.
Dylan F says it was the 9. I know, we all know it's the 9. I'm probably just catching up on y'all's chat now. You were probably telling me way ahead of time. But
They were trying to help.
yeah. All right, I'm going to take you guys to a commercial break real quick. We will be right back.
Track Titan is the fastest way to become a better sim racer, with highly personalized insights assuring that you get the coaching that you need. Track Titan automatically records your driven laps and lets you pinpoint exactly where you're making mistakes, where you're losing time, and how you can fix it. When you sign up with Track Titan, you'll be able to analyze your driving, learn about tracks in the academy, and participate in driving challenges and community races.
And leaping off the line whilst Ryan needs to defend from Max 27, and Max 27's up, and Max 27's well up.
Allowing you to improve your sim racing at your own pace and in a friendly and helpful community. The Track Titan analysis doesn't just show you exactly where you're losing time, but also what faster drivers are doing differently than you, from racing lines to steering inputs. This way you're not only made aware of your mistakes, but you're also given a solution to fix them. In the Academy, you can learn all about different tracks, how to properly drive them, test your knowledge, and of course, beat the driving challenge. And we've also built up a wonderful community of sim racers who love to help each other out, share stories, videos, and pictures, and who participate in the weekly hot lap challenges and races. With even more features coming in the future, be sure to check out Track Titan with a link in the description, or head over to tracktitan.io.
He asked if I had seen it, and I said, let me look while I'm in the pits.
We are back. Going green. Pace car makes a hard left-hand turn. I know, man. I did not know that commercial was that long. We might have to avoid that commercial in the future. I was like, man, we are almost done pacing. This commercial's still playing. Coming down the backstretch, everybody makes it through pretty clear. I'm not gonna lie, man. Yeah, I love restarts, dude. I love when the field gets packed back up and we actually have some, like, good racing here through the field. Joe Swanson back here trying to make his way back up to the front. Look at right here, though. Dylan Drawling trying to make some moves. This is a battle right here. Casey Herring, Drew Jawa, Randy Arms, all the way up to P4. 100%. I know the top three right now, Jonathan Evans, Drew Jawa, and Casey Herring, are all next up drivers holding their own. Randy Arms trying to get a peak up here near the front. I believe, trying to figure out what is going on here with Matthew Heel and Frady. There we go. Heel winds up making the move, gets around him. The other two are quiet. How about now?
How about now, Cardinals 121?
Hey.
How about now? Cardinal 121.
It's been a while since I broadcast Next Up, and the cool thing and the downside to broadcasting Next Up is I have certain permissions set up. So when we go to commercial, it auto mutes you guys. So when
Devastating.
when I come back from commercial, I have to remember to unmute you.
I was saying such good things too.
Yeah, you guys really missed like key strategy talk from Pinder. Like gave a lot of really good pointers on how to make this a one-stop race.
Yeah.
It was really life-changing stuff.
It was, if you
Because
missed
once
it,
you unlock that optional fifth gear, life's totally different.
yeah.
You know what I'd like to do? I want to go in-car with Dylan Dreiling because he is wheeling that thing right now. It is fun to watch.
Right on the bumper of Casey Herring. Let's go check it out. He's kind of kicking it to the right.
Oh, yeah. That counter steer. Those hands are busy in there.
Can't tell if he's doing that on purpose because he's on stream or if that's like...
No, I think he's just melting the tires off this thing.
He is
Look at
wiggling
him
that
dropping
wheel.
it on in there compared to everyone else. Then they get that bigger run off. I almost wonder if you get a little bit more traction if you actually hug that paint a bit.
You might. So I know certain, like the trucks here. The trucks do. Like if you keep it down by the paint, 52 of Heel making his way on the outside. Let's go back live. I don't know why that went to...
Mr. Nipper is here. Joe Swanson. Crash test dummy helmet. I like it.
He's taking that high line through turns 1 and 2.
We'll see how that plays out in the long run. It might be quick right now, but oh wow!
Jeez, the
Look
run.
at him set up that pass. That was gorgeous.
I wonder if he's sticking to the high line or if he's just using it to get like get back up to this pack here.
You never know what's happening with these dynamic track changes now, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, maybe you missed out, Joe Swanson blinking back there a little bit. He is staying midline, right? Oh, man, somebody is way up there in the top. Don't know who that was.
Travis Daly on.
Was it Travis?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's 11 laps down. I think he was just trying to let them guys go.
Doesn't
But yeah.
sound like him.
So what we were talking about with the dynamic track changes, some people who aren't into iRacing may not know this, but the track changes throughout the entirety of the race. So as people are laying down rubber on certain lines and really kind of wearing down the track, you start to lose grip in those sections, which can...
That's good to know.
Yeah, it can change the entire way you run the race. And at tracks like Charlotte and tracks like Chicagoland, where you still have speed in multiple lines, you may wind up changing your line throughout the race and just finding the fast line for those laps.
I'd love to get someone in here with a bit more knowledge on it to find out things like at Homestead. Because Homestead, before you run that high line too long, it melts the tires off. But if the track actually rubbers up there, will we have the same problem?
Yeah, because you feel like you wouldn't just be tearing them on the asphalt anymore, right? You're actually riding a rubber cushion almost.
Oh, wow, look at using good terms, cushion.
Yeah.
The battle for the lead we have here.
This is nice, man. Drew Jawash shooting it down low. Jonathan Evans, I don't know if he's got the tires to keep holding on to this. Coming up on lap traffic, Noah's going to be in the way here momentarily.
Oh, no, And Randy just keeping the pressure on them, eh?
Randy sees who's got the speed right now, and he is staying locked to his bumper, hoping they can both make this pass at one time.
If I was Randy, I wouldn't be helping Drew do anything. That's your biggest competition now.
Oh, does Randy get clear? We saw that Highline's got the speed on turn exit.
Now we got to deal with the lap traffic as this is going on.
Noah's going to keep it high, very respectful, stays out of the way. Let's hope he doesn't get loose coming out of the turn there. And we have settled the 1-2-3 debate. Drew Jawa up front, Randy Arms, Jonathan Evans have now all fallen into line. Casey Herring, though, still fighting. Still hanging out with this pack.
Hanging out, biding his time, see what happens.
Matthew Heel as well. He's kind of hanging out, just biding his time. I wonder if it's like we talked about, right? So we talked about the different pit strategies you can make here. I wonder if some people are just kind of hanging out riding, man, and hoping for that, just to burn up that last set at the very end of the race.
Yep. Which, hey, even if it's not a strategy, it is fun.
Yep. We've all been there where you're that one person with fresh tires. Now, all these guys will have fresh tires just depending on when they take them. But if you're the last person... Oh, go ahead. What you got?
Nippers and Dryland putting a show on for us.
I know, that's why I went to them, man. They're battling for position. This is for position. That's not lap traffic. Oh! Dylan Dryling takes a shortcut across the grass.
Let's watch that one again.
I'll take it back real quick. Hold on. Let's see exactly what happened there. Dylan Dryling, this is the replay. Comes out of 3 and 4 down the backstretch. And then just says, you know, I don't know where you are, so I'm just going to cut the grass. Let's see if we get a better camera.
I think he scared Nippers a bit there, and he made him lift.
I mean, all 4 tires.
Yeah, man.
It just cuts it across.
His tires were getting warm. Tried to cool them off in some of that grass and topsoil.
100%. He has now lost that position. Jake Nippers has now gotten the pass. If he was trying to cool the tires, I don't think that worked.
We're going to have some takers on pit road.
Oh, green flag pit stops. Everybody hold on to your seats.
Randy Arms is going to be the first one. Cutting it short, lap 46. That's actually not short because we were talking about 22 and 44.
Yeah.
So these guys
I love this call.
Yeah, these guys are actually
leave Drew out for one extra lap. You'll get by him.
Drew Dwell on the backstretch. Let's see what he decides to do here.
Oh, he's going to have to come in this time or else he's a sitting duck.
We saw the fire come out of the side of the car. He does. He winds up taking it. Casey Herring going to get that extra point.
Going to run it long. Hoping to see that caution flag, Casey.
One of the bonuses in Next Up Series and Next Gen Series is you get a point for leading a lap. Casey Herring being the points leader just went ahead and solidified that. Sometimes, as we saw with you guys on the standings, there's a lot of people within just a couple points of each other.
Yep.
So I mean that one bonus point could very well be a make or break deal. Casey Herring going to bring her down right now as we've got problems on pit road with the number 98. That's Devin Wentworth. Let's see.
Let's take a look and see what happened there. Devin just driving into pit road like a normal. Oh no!
I think he came in a little high. He is down on the apron early.
I'm not crazy about this entry. I don't know if this is the way to do it.
Oh, just checks. Pete gets out of that pretty clean though.
Yeah. Looked worse than it was. Scared Casey though, right? Your point leader there coming up behind that.
Yeah, he looks fine. Clay Sarton, your current leader, he's going to bring down pit road now. Gets his bonus point checked in the box. Doug Azell going to take over the lead now. Randy Arms, who was the first to pit.
Now I'm questioning something here.
Yeah.
Did Doug pit and top up on the last caution?
No, Doug has been... Well, he's been out for 23 laps, so I think... When was the caution?
He's going to have to pit this time. But we're talking about Doug having to save like 2-3 laps of fuel to one-stop this.
Oh, yeah.
I like that call. Doug, put the show on for us, buddy.
That could very well be Doug Azell in the lead at the very end. That's going to be Doug Azell, Jonathan Dolly, all those guys coming down pit road now. And Drew Jawad should take back over the lead. Even though they had different pit laps, these guys have fallen right back into line, P1, 2, and 3. Evans up in the mix as well. Doug Azell still registered first, but that's going to drop out right now as he's still sitting on pit road. And there's your current leaders. Matthew Heel, not too far behind, battling some lap traffic right now. I think the biggest loss is going to be Casey Herring.
Yeah, he had that car getting scary out in front of him there, but he kept the thing clean. That's all he's got to do tonight.
Yeah, and you got to think about it. He stayed out for, what, an extra 2 laps?
Yeah.
And at that point, those drivers on fresh tires are up to speed. I mean, they are rocketing around that track.
One thing to take a look at that's pretty wild, Drew maintained the lead staying out an extra lap, which is hard to believe.
I know. That's why I was so shocked that these guys stayed 1, 2, 3. You would have figured Randy would have burned out of pit road.
Yeah, I think the only thing that might have benefited Drew was he pitted alone, so he wasn't concerned what everybody else was doing. He knew how to get the most out of the entry and just timed it better.
Ooh, as he starts to blink. Hopefully that's not a connection issue. I think you hit the nail on the head with that. They're going to have to hit some lap traffic here as we're coming up on... don't know who purple and black is. We'll figure it out, though. It's the number 32. That's going to be Wyatt Garrett. A lot of respect in these next up drivers, man. Just staying high, letting the leaders get their line. Wyatt is 3 laps down. The real question is going to be like somebody like Doug Azell, right? 23 laps down. He's just in front of the... Or, sorry, 23 seconds behind the leaders, which means he's just in front of the leaders.
It was like, what happened to Doug?
And Drew, you can see they're just entering the backstretch as Doug Azell is in 3 and 4. I'm curious if he battles to stay on the lead lap, which he has every right to do, or if he just gives them the way around and just lets them go.
Doug's got some speed in him, though. I don't know if he's just going to... I don't think it's going to be that bad of a meet-up when they do great catch each other. Wow, I can't speak.
Yeah, Drew Jawad right now running a 29.646. Doug Azell running a 29.9.
So now is Doug saving some fuel? That's the next thing you got to wonder.
I wonder if he's on that strategy.
I'm telling you, if he could pull that off and we see a Doug Azell win, I'll go nuts.
Doug Azell is the next-gen driver. Coming down here, you get to test out some things, and one of those could be a fuel play.
This would definitely play over to anything with next gen.
Yeah, you really have no, you really have no like,
Nothing to lose.
Yeah, you have nothing to lose here. You have no battle here. Like, you're not in the point standings. You're really not, like, fighting for any position. So he could try things here and see maybe if it works out and can translate it over to next gen.
Yeah, because these motors are very similar. Aerodynamics basically the same. Even the same amount of gears in the car, right? Like,
yeah. And for those who know how to unlock the 5th gear.
yeah. Once your I rating hits 3,000, it makes it a lot easier to find that 5th gear.
I think that's the only way to unlock it.
I unlocked it momentarily.
Did you drop below it again?
Yeah, I'm 29.92 right now.
That's rough. Matt Frady, not too far behind Matthew or Heel, currently sitting 3 seconds. Him and Casey Herring, though, probably the only position they're battling for. Dylan Drawling has passed down to 3 seconds behind them. Jake Nipper is not too far behind him. Everybody's got speed right now. Currently, the fastest car on track, though, is still Drew Draw running 29.8s.
So we'll see how this plays out through the whole run. Maybe Drew's burning that stuff up a bit. And now we're kind of flip the tables a bit because last time Evans burnt it up a little too much. Drew caught him, and now it's going to be the opposite. But Drew's tires are a lot fresher. Does that make a difference? I don't know.
I think it does, because right now, Doug Gazelle, let's go check him out real quick. And I can actually pull up a driver comparison with the leader here. All right, Doug Gazelle currently running 29.8. Actually, that was a 30.2 on that one. Let's see what Drew Jawad is currently running as he's comes around. I don't know why his is saying 17. There
Drew's
it goes.
is saying 17. There we go.
It's now registered. Why does Drew's keep popping up and
Probably
down?
because he's flashing.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. That's what it is. So let's compare him with let's compare him with like Randy Arms. Randy Arms is currently sitting P2. There we go. Doug Gazelle running 30.232s. Randy Arms running 32.241s. So he's on pace with the leaders right now.
If you actually look at that's a 4.27 for Randy, so he's got 2/10 on them.
Yeah. He's doing well. Drew Jawad currently 2/10 on Randy, though.
Yeah, Randy battled a bit to get by Evans, and it opened up that lead for Drew. What do you think we do a cranker up, Mike?
I think it is time for the infamous bathroom break / crank it up time. All right, you guys enjoy it. We will be right back. Enjoy some of this next up action in your ear holes. Welcome back, everybody. We are currently still rolling around Texas Gen 4s, Next Up drivers. Having a great time. Pinder, Rudick, still hanging out with me. French, still in the race control booth.
Oh yeah,
doing
still
his
here.
thing.
Still here.
Great clean racing tonight.
Yeah, what is it? 1 caution, 2 caution, 1 caution so far?
1 caution so far.
1 caution. You said a lot of numbers, Rudick.
You know,
Drew Dubois still has a 1.6 second lead. Randy Arms, P2. Don't know really what happened to Jonathan Evans, though. As he's currently he pit.
oh,
Jonathan Evans with a possible short pit strategy here.
No, it's the right strategy.
Everybody's coming in now.
You got to do it.
I know who's in his ear right now.
But now we see, does Doug come in?
We'll find out here. Doug is currently the third to last car on the lead lap. He's going to stay out. Drew Dubois is still out on track.
Oh, someone's smashing in the pits.
Let's see who that was. I don't think we caught it in time, but... Oh, that might have been Kevin Ritchie.
Oh, you hate to see it.
Yeah, just another late checkup. Oh, good save, though. Keeps it off the wall. Holds it down pretty good. I don't know what's... Oh, I think he's out of gas.
Mmm.
Let's check out the in-car.
They'll do it.
Oh, he is out of gas. Bad news for Kevin Ritchie. Ran it too long.
He ain't got no gas in that.
Ain't got no gas in it. And right now, Matt Frady currently scored your leader as he comes down pit road. Clay Sarton still out on track, running that number 19 Monster Energy car. He should register as the leader as Matt Frady is on pit road. Doug Azell getting a slide up to P2. Him and Clay Sarton both pitted 21 laps ago.
I love this call.
It's gonna be an
Sarton's coming in this
call.
time. Just call it over race chat.
Clay Sarton gonna bring it down this time. He's got cars behind him. Hopefully everybody heard the call. 06 gets high, gets out of his way. Should be good to go there.
My boy Doug's still on track.
Doug is still holding it down. Now 22 laps on these tires. Or sorry, this is his 21st lap. 21 laps. He's going to have to bring it down this time. I don't think he's going to have enough. Unless he's been fuel saving like you said, Pinder.
Doug is coming in this time.
Devastating.
Ah, we were hoping. We were hoping he was able to split it.
30 laps to go.
He could do a splash and go and probably gain some time too, though.
I'll tell you what happened, though. Jonathan Evans' short pit call has thrown him up to the lead 3 seconds in front of Drew Dubois.
Oh,
Wow.
my pick. My man.
Matthew Hill's right on his tail by about 2 points. But who is that on the outside? The 51 of Chad Adams just sending it around. Brand new tires.
So Chad's doing it a little different, right? Chad's burning this set off. Come in, put 4 fresh on when he can make it to the end.
Well, because you think about it, right? You can now split this stage in half. Well, not this stage, but you can split this pit cycle in half. Jonathan Evans up front. He can burn his tires for 15 laps, pit at lap 85, and do it again. You don't have to do the full fuel run here. Hell Trek, 5 months in a row with the subscription, man. Appreciate you, dude.
Love to hear it.
One of our biggest supporters out there, Hell Trek. Matthew Hill and Drew Dubois now battling. Drew Dubois sends it to the inside. Comes down into turn 1. Hill's not going to be able to answer that. Is it Healy or Heel? It's
I've
whatever
been
we
calling
give
him
him, right?
heel forever.
Looks like Doug's
What?
coming back in. Wonder if he got caught for speeding.
Ooh, Doug Azell back down pit road.
Oh, you hate to see it.
And he
And
winds
he
up.
exits.
Yeah. Or he forgot to check a box or something. Jonathan Evans still up front.
Oh, Helltrek's redeemed a driver update for Brandon Richard.
Brandon Richard, currently, we gotta go to the ever famous, where is it here? Let me look through my cameras. There it is. All right, if you look off in the distance.
We got some in the lawn.
Someone's in the lawn. We just missed it. All right, Helltrek, I don't know if you can see off there in the distance, but, Richard's at his house. Let's go back and check this out real quick. I think it might have been Brian Hicks. No? That's just a little bit off track. Maybe Clay Sarton? Whew. Alright, so something happened here right on 4 exit. Clay Sarton is just loose. That's Drew Jawa, too.
That's not what Drew needed right now.
100%. Matthew Heel, you can see he gets held up and all that. Clay Sarton gets up into the wall. Oh, that's unfortunate for some leaders. That's unfortunate for
Clay.
For Drew. But he made the pass on Evans, so it seems to have worked so far. I will tell you this. Drew pit 9 laps ago. Evans pit 14 laps ago. So Drew is going to have the speed right now. It's all going to come down to this next pit strategy. This next call.
Now, if I'm Evans, I'm going to go maybe 2-3 more laps and send it in. Get my car back out front, see what I can do.
You're thinking like 80-81?
Yep.
I like that. You can get some speed. Right now, he's still running 29.2s.
You just don't want Drew to get too far out in front of you, right?
Or sorry, he's running 30.5s. Yeah, you don't want Drew to get too far out in front of you, and by making the short pit call, that might be the right play. Oh, it's so tough to say, because these guys are running high 29s when they're on fresh tires. Right now, he is a half second to a 7/10 slower.
Mm-hmm.
Drew Jawa just ran a 30.06. Yeah, it's gonna come down to this next pit.
Yep.
Randy
and I don't
Arms.
think if Evans pits even with him, he's not gonna. Oh, that would scare me if I'm Randy.
Yeah.
If Evan pits even with him, he's got nothing.
Yeah. So you have to make the call.
I'd be coming down pit road right now.
Let's check it out. Jonathan Evans, he's currently riding around turns 1 and 2, comes up on the backstretch. The car still looks smooth as he's handling it.
Let's see if he brings it down pit road this time. Nope.
He is going to stay out. Randy Arms right on his bumper. He's holding off Randy. Randy's running about 4/10 faster than him. Randy, 3/10 that time. Randy laid down a 30.4. Jonathan Evans with a 30.78. Drew Jawa still laying down 30.1s, which is absolute insanity for 13-lap-old tires.
Yeah. So now the question is Evans playing a strategy move where he can hold up Randy? Nope, that's not it.
That's not it.
Clearly not it now.
Dr. Draco with the gifted sub. Welcome to the pit crew, Drift Fox Sam. Casey Herring's got some ground to make up as well. He's currently sitting P4.
Oh, that
8
looks
seconds
questionable.
Behind. That's the 74 behind him. 74 is going to be Jonathan Dolly.
I don't know why he's running up in the point leader's right rear like that. I'd be a little irritated if I was Mr. Herring.
Jonathan Dolly. Let's throw up those standings again real quick. Where is Dolly at in the standings? I think he was a late join. He is currently not in the standings, so he wants to get as many points as possible right now.
And causing a wreck would not do that, so
100%. The negative points, who's that behind them? That's Matt Frady currently battling the 98, who is 2 laps down Devin Wetworth. Looked a little sketchy on turn exit. Turn 2,
Now-
52, Matthew Heel.
Oh,
Oh my God, no! Matthew
Oh,
Heel,
yes.
caution's gonna have to come out.
Put it out. Put it out. Yellow, French,
All the
yellow. There we go.
wind. All the wind.
Sorry, was that on the back stretch?
Oh, retaliation.
Still wrecking.
Championship implications.
Still wrecking. We've got the yellow flag out.
Let's watch all that. Let's see what happened.
All right. Matthew Heel comes down the backstretch here. Doesn't look like he's limping. But let's go check out exactly what happened. On the exit of, I believe we're 3 and 4 here. Coming out doing fine. Shoots down. Oh, Matthew Heel actually gets loose.
Oh, you hate to see it.
Comes up into...
Oh, I don't know if Matthew should be mad at that driver.
Yeah, that's... is... Let's see exactly. Let's slow it down here real quick. Matthew hits the grass. It gets him a little loose, which causes him to... I'll tell you why he might be mad, though.
He's a lap car.
He is a lap car down, and Matthew is fighting... This is the battle of the Matthews. Matt and Matt fighting for position here. Frady and Heel. And he just gets turned into the wall. Looks like... Oh, man, then gets double tapped into the wall.
Heltrick says this is what happens when you touch grass. So all our younger viewers, that in mind.
So here's the thing right now. Heel's car looks good. But then...
Not really. Look at that fender.
Yeah, so it's a little...
I think
It's a little dented in, but then this happens.
Matthew Heel is looking for a black flag cleared, and it doesn't...
I think you might have had to pass that car that is down on power. That is in the wall up top there.
But why was that car down on power? That's the question.
Heel's car still looks semi-manageable. I think that's the right bumper right there. That's going to be giving him a little bit of aero issues. Might not be too much of a problem at Texas. Oh, excuse me. But that's Devin Wentworth, who wound up getting into the wall up there after a retaliatory bump. I don't know if Matthew Heel intended for that bump to have that effect,
I'm going to say he did.
or if he was just trying to give him a little tap to be like, "Hey, man, what the hell?" But
No,
it's pretty hard hit.
love your optimism, Mike, but...
It's a pretty hard
He
hit.
sent him to the concession stand.
And then let's see what happens with him here. He tries to straighten it back. Oh my gosh.
Ah, murdered by smoke. Oh, Casey Herring!
Casey
No! The
Herring.
points leader!
Casey Herring. Where is he at right now? Looking for his car. There it is. All right, let's see what kind of effects this has on Casey Herring. Casey Herring, completely clean car. Gets a little, sends him airborne, but then he gets some wall taps. It still looks okay. He's definitely got some right side damage, though.
Yeah, that left front is bent.
Yeah, 100% looks bent in.
Not going to handle right now.
Let me see if I can check out his cockpit view.
Hey, Mike, can you check out Joe Swanson? Something happened to where he supposedly got stuck out on track,
Yeah, I'll check it out.
and they were asking for a waiver on.
Jeez, look at this wheel. That is not good. Not good for Casey Herring. Joe
Not supposed to
Swanson
be turning right.
currently sitting back here. Let's see what happened with him.
Saying Joe got stuck out in track somehow. Possibly when the lap car just smoked.
'Cause I had
him.
to
Had something
clear
do with it.
black flag for him too. So
All right, so that car gets smoked right there. Oh, so I
No,
think
it's
it's probably a bad pit road exit because Casey Herring's down on power right there.
oh yeah.
Yeah. Seems like a legitimate clear.
okay, wave him around.
Well, why are we waving him around?
I don't
They
know
said
if
he couldn't get into it.
Everything.
Morgan.
Everything looks good.
What was that?
What was that? Yo, whoa.
What is
was
going
that?
on here tonight?
Rewind.
What's going on there? That's the number 15. Don't know who the number 15 is. They got the wrong.
Are we
paint
giving
scheme.
Joe one or no?
Brian Hicks, isn't it? In that 15 car, I thought.
Well, I'm trying to figure out who's up here.
Would they check up too quickly?
I'm not sure. Hold on, I want to figure out what... The 06 of Lyndon Anderson. Something happened with him right here. Lyndon Anderson is currently not on track? Oh, he's blinking. That might be what happened to him. Yeah, I really don't know what happened to Joe Swanson.
It looks like he's got a super late model out there now, though.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, we're green. We're green, aren't we? Is that
Yeah,
green?
we are back green, though. That was a lot to review. Randy Arms, your current leader up in the track. Drew Jawal right behind him. Everybody went to pit road, minus Matthew Hill and Brian Hicks. They both opted to stay out. Late caution really going to change up the game here. Jonathan Evans not too far behind.
Now these two are going to put a show on for the fans at home.
Next up was off last week, but the week before that was Pocono, where Randy Arms absolutely dominated on track. That is a close battle and a terrible camera angle for it.
Horrific. Don't know what you're doing.
They're auto cameras, so sometimes they just go on their own. Randy Arms settles back into P2. Jonathan Evans, though, right on the bumper, and Dylan Dreiling up to P4, battling Matt Frady.
Little 10-lap shootout here for the finish.
Everybody's got those fresh tires. We talk about Matthew Frady almost gets under the bumper of Dylan Dreiling, gets him a little loose.
Good hard racing. That is why they put bumpers on these cars, so have at her, boys.
There's practically no back bumper, though. That thing is high. Oh, Dreiling gets a little bit into the wall. Settles it out. Looks like Matt Frady's going to solidify his P4 position. Chad Adams, though, now battling lap traffic. The car in front of him is Dylan Dreiling, who is all the way up here. Matthew Hill falling back to P7. Joe Swanson now sitting P8. And Brian
in that
Hicks.
super late model.
Yeah, Brian Hicks, P9.
Looks really off the pace.
100%. He's running 32s right now. I wonder if he received some damage. Having a rough time with that car.
Some of these underfunded teams, though, they just can't bring the same motor that the Drew Juaz and the Randy Arms bring to the race. Just got to give those guys credit for running ninth still.
Let's bring up the timing tower. Drew Juwan now starting to gap the field a little bit. Got a half a second in front of Randy Arms. Frady and Evans, though, as Matthew Frady sends it low into turn one. Don't know if he's going to have the run. Jonathan Evans absolutely drifting around turns 1 and 2. Closest battle on track right now. It's a little bit of the white lines. Going to send his rear end out. Slide job up in front of Jonathan Evans. Gets it complete. Jonathan Evans.
This is good racing right here.
It's like you said, we got those 10-lap shootout, man, where these guys can just burn these tires off. It's everybody's last set. There's no point in saving anymore.
Brady running that awesome Bill from Dawsonville paint scheme too, so
100%. Drew Jawa has now got his gap up to almost a second. So he's setting 0.7 in front of the leaders. Everybody's starting to slowly move back as we go through the field. Randy Arms sitting 0.7 behind Drew. Matt Frady now has his gap over Jonathan Evans. after that little bit of a battle. And then all the way back about 3.5 seconds behind the leaders is going to be Dylan Dreiling. P5 is a solid finish if you can just hold it there. Jonathan Dolly getting into the wall, though, right behind him.
Things you almost never hear in iRacing.
These two are a lap down. That's the 74 of Jonathan Dolly. The number 19 is Clay Sarton. They are right now, this is the battle for the lucky dog. Clay Sarton just took it over. So if a late caution does come out, that's who will get it. Brian Hicks now exiting pit road. Got to imagine he got something to look at. Casey Herring back out on track. I do want to check out how his wheel is doing. He's currently scored a lap down.
Car does not look like it's handling well for Casey.
No, he's still holding that wheel to the right. He holds it straight to go in the turns.
Yeah. And you can hear the tires just fighting him.
Almost fully to the right. He is battling that car like crazy.
Hold on, though. Doing what he's got to do to keep that car in the championship hunt.
Final lap. Drew Jawa crosses, takes the white flag, enters
White
turn
flag
1
brought
and
to
2.
you by Credit One Bank.
I haven't seen their check clear yet, so we'll have to hold off on the Credit One Bank. Randy Arms not going to get there in time. Drew Jawa brings it through 3 and 4. One final time. Checker flag is out. Drew Jawa takes Texas. Randy Arms holds down P2, sends it into the wall. Jonathan Evans, P3. Matt Frady, P4. Dylan Dreiling taking out the P5. Chad Adams kind of sneaks into a P6 there. Matthew Heel, P7. Joe Swanson.
Let me tell you, good race for these fours, Gen 4s, man. Let me tell you.
100%.
When I'm not riding them,
I did not expect it to be that clean.
no, I did not.
I think Texas is a good little... Oh, my gosh!
Whoa!
Hope Drew's all right.
Dylan Dreiling gives him... so this is pretty customary with racers. When somebody wins a race, usually, you just come up, you give them a tap on the bumper. And really, that's all Dylan Dreiling's doing here. He's just saying, hey, man, congrats. And Drew Jawa gets sent 15 feet into the air. So, a little bit more than a handshake.
That's a
little less than a hug.
I mean, that's the biggest height. That's the biggest height of the race, I think.
That is the biggest error of the race. Drew absolutely destroying this paint on the grass.
Mike, who all do you want for the interview?
Top
Whoever wants to
3.
come. Oh, okay, top three. Sorry.
Top 3 to the broadcast booth. Drew
Okay.
Jawa tries to burn it down, but I think Dylan Dreiling broke his axles. Good race, Drew Jawa. Let's get the standings up here on the board real quick. Like we said, Drew Jawa took the checkered arms. Next gen driver, so points really don't matter for him, but a solid finish.
Look at Chad Adams sneaking a 6th place finish in there. Good for him.
That's what I'm saying.
Like to see that.
Chad kind of slid under the radar there, man. He pit with everybody else, had the call. The only long call out there was Matthew Heel. Matthew Heel finished the race on 20 lap old tires.
Interesting.
So he chose to stay out. Clay Sarton rounding out the top 10.
Mike, I got Drew and Jonathan Evans.
Drew and Jonathan Evans. Jake
Nice.
Nippers, Herring Hicks, Richie. You can see laps went quickly. Doug Azell, 30 laps down. Gregory Everett, 40 laps down. And from there on, we had a few issues on the outlap, which took out Perrin Huggins. Joshua Perrin, I believe. Nick Sipple, not sure if he ever gridded. Jonathan Mazzella got wrapped up in some things early on in the race, lap 15. As well as Travis Leon, Noah Swafford, all had some issues mid-race. Let's go ahead and get your drivers in here. Let's see exactly what is going on. Let's talk to Jonathan Evans first.
I was wondering.
All right.
Evans! Welcome to the broadcast.
Jonathan!
bud.
What's up?
How's it going, man? How was the race?
That was a crap load of fun. That was a really good race. Yeah, Drew is just really good in these cars. Randy is a fantastic driver as well. And yeah, I just tried to do something a little different on the strategy, get myself some track position, but yeah, it didn't really work out in the end. As you can see, my beautiful beat up car at the end of it.
It's looking pretty
Got
rough,
milk.
man.
Yeah, yeah.
Tell
Looks like
us.
that car could use some milk.
Yeah, right?
Give it some strong bones. You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you what, the nobody got more excited about your pit calls than old Christopher Pinder out there. He was watching some of your short pits and everything. Tell us what strategy was going through your mind.
Yeah, I knew I didn't have the pace to keep up with Drew on the long run. I was burning my tires up, so I decided to short pit, and it got me the lead for a little bit. But yeah, in the end, I just didn't have the pace to hold them off. I was hoping that it would go green because I was gonna short pit again and maybe race Drew a little harder that time around. But yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed it. I'm happy to get a P3 out of it.
Yeah,
It was a
definitely a
strong
good
run
race.
tonight.
I mean, you were my top pick, but 3 is okay.
Yeah, sorry for letting you down 2 weeks in a row, Rudik.
Hey, you'll get there. I'll pick you every week. One day you'll get there, Buck.
Yeah, maybe next week. There's always next week.
Get some
There's
shout outs
always
in,
next
man.
week.
Yeah, I want to shout out you guys. This league has been a lot of fun. I've been in it for about 3 weeks now, and every race has been clean. Really good racing. You guys have a good group of guys, and yeah, shout out Drew for the win, and of course Rudik.
Of
And
course,
yeah, that's all.
always Rudik.
We're
Yeah.
actually
Oh,
not good guys
RFP.
at all. We're terrible human beings.
Yeah, behind the
My-
scenes, we hate each other.
I take that back. You guys suck. This league is terrible.
There you go. That's more on board.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right, man. We appreciate you stopping by the booth, dude. Congrats on P3. Good race.
Yep. Thanks for having me, guys. Peace
Yep.
out.
Congrats, John.
Great racing, man.
All right, let's get Randy Arms in here. P2, Randy Arms, next gen driver. Solid finish. Destroyed your car on the last turn after the start finish line. Tell us about the race, man. The strategy call, starting from the back. What happened there?
Well, you make me start from the back. That's
No, I mean, what
there.
happened to get you up to the front?
Oh, okay.
Not the negative part. What happened
Good
to get you up
answer.
front?
Good answer.
I just slowly made my way up there.
Hold on. You know
had a
what's
good run.
what's funny is we just told Jonathan Evans that we're actually all pricks behind the scenes. And then you come in here and you're like, well, you made me start from the back. And it's like, it actually validates it a little bit.
But no, we had a pretty good car. Made some good progress on that first run. Think we pitted before we had the yellow, yeah. And gained a couple more spots on pit road, which that green flag stop felt like a yellow stop because everyone was on pit road at the same time.
Oh, 100%.
And was feeling pretty good, and just didn't have anything for Drew. Had a span of about 10 laps where I had to deal with a toddler and drive
nice.
at the same time, and kind of lost a little. And then that's kind of when I lost touch with him, and just could never get back up to him. So
Yeah, NASCAR should really make a rule where toddlers are not allowed on track. But
that would be nice. But
until then, you're just gonna have to deal with it.
yeah, and, we took 2 tires on that last stop there, thinking it might help, and it's actually just a little too loose.
Right, because you were in practice, you were saying it was a little tight.
It was really tight. And so, but the left sides really weren't wearing that much. I was like, I'm going to take 2 here. I don't have anything to lose, obviously. And I think that would have been a good call if I would have thought of it earlier in the race, to do under those green flag stops. But no, it was actually a little on the loose side. We tried to hold off Drew. Just wasn't anything we could do. We drove into one really deep there when he got beside me, and it stuck, which really surprised me. I really thought I was going to end up,
Inside of him
or something.
Yeah,
I don't know. Well, yeah, it stuck, but was able to hang on for a second.
I think you're right, Randy. I think if you would have took 2 on that second to last stop, the race stays green, then you throw 4 on the last one, it could have worked.
Yeah. But the problem was is I never looked at my left side tire wear. I was only looking at my right front to see how I was doing, and it just never crossed my mind until we was under yellow, and I actually looked.
Yeah. Well, good race, man. Any shout outs you want to get in before we get you out of here?
Oh yeah, I just want to thank everyone for coming out tonight. It was a pretty interesting race. Some wild shit happened, and but still had a pretty good run up front. So I just want to thank everyone that actually comes out every week, and thank everybody that puts on these races.
Definitely, dude.
You're welcome, man. It's a lot of work I put in here, and I'm glad you're enjoying it.
I enjoy it very much, Spender.
Randy
Me
Arms,
too.
appreciate you stopping by, bud.
Yep, thank you.
That's what I do it for. People at home enjoying these races. You're a smiling guy like Randy Arms, just happy to be here. Just brings joy to you, man.
I'm gonna
For the fans.
I see Drew in the broadcast waiting room right now, showing his screen. We're just gonna go ahead and cut that off real quick. Ready? Drew Jawad, welcome to the broadcast booth, bud. How's it going?
Good. How's it going?
Pretty good, man. We saw you down there sharing your screen in the broadcast waiting room. What are you guys going over?
Just the first lap incident, the whole pit road thing that happened to me, and then how I went flying after when I was about to do my burnout. So
Yeah, it looked like
That's
dry
weird.
It looked like
It was just a
dry
little bump draft.
Yeah.
And, like, it must have been netcode because you went flying in the air.
I don't know. I don't think he hit me.
You had the biggest height of the race.
Yeah, dude, I was flying.
It was it's one of the downsides to playing online sims, because the netcode sometimes, like, it didn't look like he even touched you and your car went 10 feet in the air. So
Yeah, dude. I think he was in pit lane. I think that code's really bad.
Yeah.
But
it's a server
no,
issue.
that was a fun race. I knew Randy was going to be good on the long run. He's normally really good in the long runs, especially in IndyCar and Gen 4. Had the track position. I made a straightaway this race, so it's already better than Pocono. But we had good long run speed. I felt like if I saved my tires the first 5-6 laps, I kind of had an advantage over Jonathan and Randy. And Randy was saving probably a little bit better than me, but he had to get by both me and Jonathan, and it's kind of tough when we're all pretty close on speed. So
100%.
we come home with the win. Third one of the season. I think the most of everybody. Maybe not Randy. I don't know how many he has, but
Randy's doing all right. He's not doing too bad for himself. I don't know how many wins he has either, but that's just me filling the gap. I don't know. Tell us about the pit road incident, man. Give us a lap number. What can we go check out real quick?
I think it's not really an incident. It was kind of just like an unfortunate situation. Clay came out of his pit box when I was about to pull into my pit box. And he slowed down for me and I slowed down for him. And I accidentally put in neutral and lost even more time. It would have been okay if someone didn't get loose off a pit road exit and I had to brake again. And that's how Jonathan Evans got around me. And I was a little upset because I had a 3-second lead going in and I lost the lead coming out, and it was no fault of my own. So, yeah, I think it was lap 20. It was the first pit stop.
Was it the first pit stop? Let me see.
Lap 22, I think it was, or wasn't it 22?
Yeah, it was somewhere around there. I'm trying to. I see you on pit road here. Did you get an X for it or anything?
Oh no, I got no X for it. We never made contact. The only 4X I got in the race was when I went through the grass.
Yeah, I'm watching you come down pit road here. It was the first pit stop.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can catch this real quick.
4.
This is the lap 21 pit stop. You got Clay Sarton underneath you. A little bit of a checkup. Causes... yeah. See right there, you got to pull into your pit box almost diagonal.
Yeah, and then if you go to the exit of it, I also get a little bit of misfortune.
Oh, and there comes Evans. Right around you. Yeah, Noah's fighting that car up in front of you.
Yeah, I mean, it was unfortunate, but we were able to get around Jonathan on the next run. But yeah, aside from that whole little grass trip I had, We didn't have really too much issues. We came away with a win, and we get our stuff back in the points fight. I don't know how many I'm back. I've had a couple bad races recently, so yeah.
Oh, we'll get those updated quick for you, man. Tell us about your shout-outs. What you got?
Shout out to Nexus Esports. Shout out to Dylan Dreiling and Brian Hicks for keeping me company during the race. Shout out to you guys in the broadcast booth. Always fun talking to you. We'll be back next week at Talladega. Oh, sorry, in 2 weeks at Talladega. Saw it now.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll see you guys in the next gen series. No promises though.
Let me see that schedule real quick. Do we really? Oh, it is Talladega. Yikes.
What's wrong with Talladega?
It's just a we'll see. What's the car?
It is a truck.
Oh, it's the trucks. Okay. That's an easy race. Trucks Talladega? That's not bad.
Should be clean.
I'm calling my shot. I'm gonna win that race.
I'm calling no cautions that race.
No cautions. Yeah. Sure.
All right, Drew. Appreciate you stopping by the broadcast booth, man. Congrats on another dub. And yeah, you're kind of solidifying your spot into the next gen series for next season.
All right. Thanks, fellas. Have a good one.
You too, man.
Good win, Drew.
Guys, closing arguments. What you got?
We're arguing? I love a good argument. Okay, let's go.
Let's go. The cars could have been a little more beat up.
Could have a little bit more aggression. Texas Motor Speedway.
Yeah.
That exceeded my expectations for the race by 500%.
Oh, definitely.
I did not think these guys were going to be able to keep these cars on the track.
The racing was good, man. I think Gen 4's.
There was some good battles.
Yeah, I think Gen 4's at Texas is a good combination. That's one thing. That's one thing. So you remember Cade McClenny winning the championship.